Good afternoon. How are you? This Aquarius full moon has found me in my office here in Brooklyn in our Botanica. I am so happy to be here with you. So happy Aquarius full moon. Happy Lion's Gate that occurred yesterday. Potent energy. You know, I began this whole body of work working with you astrologically on an Aquarius full moon in 2020. So this feels very momentum. Like it feels like a momentous time. So thank you for being here for all those years and watching me grow this offering to you. And I pray that it's been helpful. But let's talk about where we are. Well, you know, I don't know if I've been coming or going. How about you? Like the energy has been incredible. Nights of not sleeping, tossing and turning, all building up to this, right? So this energy is that of Oya. It's the energy of the lightning bolt. Lightning hits the road and there's a crack in the road. You are jolted awake. You find yourself questioning everything, and it's Mercury retrograde. You find yourself questioning everything. A break in the road, a moment of being jolted awake so that you can see. It is a break in our continuity. So this does not necessarily mean that we're being awoken from something bad, but there's an awakeness now that's happening where you are gaining so much more clarity about all the relationships that we're in. Our relationship to ourself, our relationship to our community, our relationship to the divine, our relationship to our ancestors. Our relationships in general. Our eyes are open. Our eyes are open and we're able to see. So when this happened, we start to wonder, like, what caused us to be here? Like, what caused us to be here in the first place, that things are breaking apart? Well, what broke apart, or what is breaking apart, is revealing to you that the road that you're on is not even the one that you're destined to be on. So now you're finding a whole different path for yourself that you're like aligns much more with your destiny and with the path that the divine had in mind for you. And so what small fractures have you been noticing that's been happening over time that's now is a chasm, right? But you have been seeing these small fractures, these small breaks, but with this moon, that small break now becomes a whole chasm that you have to jump over or walk over or step over, or go through, down and up. All of those things are happening with this moon. So what shows up for you during this moon? Who's the being that you see showing up for you now? In these transformational times, this is when that part of us that shows up that we wanted to keep in the dark. So our monstrous kind of part now steps out in all the fairy tales. This is when the monster steps out, because that break in usual, that break in continuity, that break in everything is the same. Well, so when that break happens, nothing is the same anymore. And so who are you becoming? This is when we see aliens come into the sky, right? Yeah, we've been hearing about that one. Anyway, but this is where, you know, your shadow self needs to step up and guide you through this break. So you may have been turning away from that shadow self, like, oh, you're so scary. Oh my God, the things that are held there. Will people accept this side of me? Will people be afraid of this side of me? Is it too dark? Can I step out now? And this is the time for that shadow self. You hear me? This is the time for that warrior that you've been kept hiding, that demander of your heart, that justice over your heart. This is the time for that to be happening. This is the time that Oya dons her buffalo skin and begins that wild ride, right? This is the time where you step into your animal self to survive, to save yourself. This is the time you let that part of yourself take over. It is moments like this this that you jump out of the tower. It is moments like this that those who have seen you as only your one-dimensional self will be quite shocked to see how many different dimensions you're carrying inside of that self. Risky? Absolutely. This is about taking that risk. When Oya donned herself into that buffalo by putting on that buffalo skin, which she carefully hid when she was not that buffalo, it was always a risk. It is moment jumping out of the tower is always a risk. It is moments like these we get to step fully into that risky shadow side and really define the kind of being that you will be as you are stepping onto this brand new road to fulfill the destiny that the ancestors have been having in mind for you all this time. So yes, when this crack happens, yes, when this chasm happens, you're going to develop a new set of skills. You may not have been, you may never had to climb through a chasm before. Now we do. We have to develop a whole new set of skills until we find our footing again. And for sure, we will. But in this moment, as you're seeing the truth of all the situations and all the relationships that you've been in, now is the moment that you have to have the courage to expand, build character, build a more courageous character to face the fear that will have you come out on the other side stronger than you were ever before. So what qualities do you need to gain to navigate this world anew? I don't know. I don't know what qualities we need to gain, but it's being shown to us every moment that we step up and step fully into our courageous self. It is being shown to us clearer and clearer what we need and what is the next best choice. And in moments like these, that is all that we could do, is to keep making the next best choice towards our evolution. Now, it's Lionsgate, and I always, take the time out to give you a reading for this time. And I wanted to make sure that I also did that for you here. But remember, take very good care of yourself. What I can tell you is that the waning moon after this full moon is going to be filled with grief because of all the things that we're seeing about ourselves and we're having to abandon in this moment. So yes, even though we're putting ourselves on a path that's more destined with our alignment, the grief will be huge because no one wants to be hurting and folks around them that you have to make different choices with. So take really good care of yourself as this moon is waning. And I send you so much love to your heart. So much love to your heart. I will be pulling these cards to support this reading. So if you'll hang with me for a moment. Yes. So here we are. Lionsgate. Aquarius full moon. What is the message? Scary times. All three cards fell out at the same time. Let's go in order. Star. Listen. The Aquarian card of cards, the Star card, has arrived. There is healing on the other side of this. There is renewal. There is what some may call hope. There is restoration on the other side of this. You will be ministered to by angels. You will be supported after this initiation. You will receive all that you need to be able to be supported after this initiation. Please let this bring a level of ease to your heart. The second card is the Fool, because yes, you will be jumping to the next beautiful opportunity, the next beautiful timeline, having gained all the wisdom from walking right now through this path. You will have gained the wisdom necessary to create a whole new kind of world for you. So yes to all those beautiful opportunities. And the Emperor is here, which is the time for you to grow in confidence. It is the time for you to know that you're the chosen one. You have been selected. Nobody else has been selected. Grow in your confidence. Step up. Do not say no to a divine opportunity, to a divine opening, because you are insecure and self-sabotaging. The Emperor is about a confidence to be the boss over your own life, to take the steps needed, because you are being called right now to the table. You are being asked to stand up in a whole new way, in this whole new timeline. Sending so much love to you. This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful reading to support the energy of this Aquarius full moon. The star talks about incredible healing. Spend a lot of time healing with this waning moon, that you can get ready for the opportunities that will be flowing in with this Fool card. But do your work of the star. Connect with water. Connect to the healing that is found there, the ease. Take care of your nervous system. Take very good care of your nervous system until we talk again. And your nervous system and your circulatory system. Heart, heart, heart. Love to you all until we talk again.